Morning and welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing well today, and if you're watching this live, thank you. Kailash is going to be moderating, and you can put your name on the list for a reading after the general reading. And Kailash will put your name on that list and we'll get you a reading done after the general reading. So, also, if the list fills up, feel free to stick around. And if someone does not show up, hey, Sunshine, how are you, sweetheart? I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are you today? Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Yes. Kailash will be here momentarily, and we'll have Kailash add you to the list, okay? Can you tell me, Sunshine, if the video quality looks Brussels? Wow, interesting. Thank you. I really appreciate you joining me from Brussels. I am from the United States, obviously, and I live in North Carolina. North Carolina is on the eastern seaboard of the United States, below New York and above Florida. And I'm from the South. They call it the South. Obviously, you can tell by my accent. A lot of people from abroad will ask me if I'm from Texas. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you for letting me know. Awesome. Okay, so I was saying, just good morning and welcome. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. Like the video, even if you just like me. This video is going to be about someone who struggles with being too hard on themselves. The songs that came through are in the description box, and this first one is a gentleman called Worn and Torn. Scars I never showed. Somebody is resonating already because my throat chakra is trying to close. Okay, and there's no lyrics for this song, so I'm just going to let you listen to that afterwards when you have time. There's a link in the description box where you can just click on it. It takes you straight to YouTube Music where you can get this song pulled up. And this is someone I think fairly new, but he has a lot of really good songs, and I think you'll enjoy him. But this particular song that's shaping the reading is about someone who's being really hard on yourself, and you don't forgive yourself, you just accept the mistakes that you've made. And that is not going to work. It'll work for a little while, but eventually it will turn into self-pity. And the next song that came through was Pull Me Under by Aaron Lewis. And I'm going to read you the lyrics to that because it does have lyrics. And Aaron Lewis used to be the lead singer for Stained, if you're not aware of who Aaron Lewis is. It says, pull me under to save me. Be sacrificed. He wants to sacrifice himself. And in that first song by Worn and Torn, he says, I've betrayed people I would die for, or I've hurt people I would have died for twice. So he has really let people down and done some things that he feels are horrific. He's a veteran, so somebody could be a veteran in the collective that's watching. You could have been in war or something like war, and you feel like you've really let some people in your life down, and even saying you're sorry doesn't feel like, it feels like a shot in the head to you, the apology. But see, that eventually it doesn't seem like it. This person seems very honorable. However, if you self-loathe like that for long enough, it turns into self-pity, and then you start feeling sorry for yourself. And so it's essential you not stay in this place. You have to move past this place. It's essential to forgive yourself, okay? But he says, pull me under to save me, undo the knots that I'm in, lift me up just to break me again and again. Shine a light on my darkness, undo the cost of my sins. Lift me up just to hate me again and again. This life is but a dream, not always what it seems. Pull me under, save yourself. I'm the one who needs the help. It's all because of me that you haunt me in my dreams. Give it all just to hold you, take away all of your pain, lift you up like an angel again and again. I cling so desperately to what we used to be. Pull me under, save yourself. I'm the one who needs the help. It's all because of me that you haunt me in my dreams. So pull me under, save yourself. I'm the one who needs the help. It's all because of me that you haunt me in my dreams. This person has made some mistakes in life, and they're really beating themselves up about it. And that is something that you're going to pull. Let's pull these first, Spirit. Is that okay? Go ahead. Okay. All right. What? What? Generosity and love came out. So Spirit's working on you being more generous and loving. Maybe generous with loving yourself. Somebody's name could be John. Somebody's name could be Timothy. Spirit also wants you to have peace. I think you're now living a life of integrity. That's going to be good. And look, forgiveness. I can't make it up. Spirit wants you to forgive yourself, baby. It's time for you to let go of those mistakes you've made. I think everybody else has already forgiven you, and I think it's you who needs to let go of those things you've done. No one's holding them against you anymore. Maybe some are, but if they are, that's between them and God. Because as long as you've made peace with these people, and you've made your amends, you've apologized, and you've been sincere in those apologies, forgiveness, you deserve it. You deserve forgiveness, and you also deserve love. And someone's generous to you. Someone does a lot for you, and you're going to live a life of integrity. And I think that's beautiful. We all make mistakes. All of us make mistakes. All right, so we're going to look at how you're feeling inside right now. This can take a few minutes, but if you're into this reading, then you're into it. If you're not, then it might not be your reading. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you hopefully again soon. All right, so Spirit, show me what's going on with this person. What is it that is holding this person back, Spirit? What do they need to know that can change where they're stuck here? I feel that you're stuck here. Somebody's name could be Ephesus or something similar. You're stuck here in this place of not forgiving yourself, being hard on yourself. All right, show this person what they need to know, Spirit. Show them what they need to know to move forward here. What does this person need to know about themselves? Okay, here we go. All right. We got the nightingale, the spider, and the shark. Let's see what Spirit's saying to you here. It takes me a minute to find them in here because I actually, that's the spider, but you're showing up as a tarantula. I don't know. This book is weird and it's very difficult to find things. I think I might be able to find that nightingale here. It's based on evolution of this species, that they put them in order. They don't have an index in the book, so I can't look them up that way. There you are, nightingale. Fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. The song of the nightingale is otherworldly. This simple brown bird, almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumage of other birds, transports its listener to the realm of poetry. Nightingale energy is within us when we write, compose, and especially when we sing. So you're somebody who has a singing voice, I would assume. It reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds. So you're someone who may just love music and you're getting your healing, or you need to know that you will get your healing from music. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something you need to say? How long has it been since you sang? Turn it up, write it down, and let it out. When in balance, you're a singer, you speak freely with kindness. And you're in balance. You're a singer and you speak freely with kindness. Or that's what you need to be able to do. Because at the beginning of this reading, my throat chakra was trying to close. It says if you're out of balance, you're shy, a lump in your throat. You might always feel like you have something stuck in your throat and you have to clear your throat constantly. When you're trying to talk to people, you might notice you have to kind of clear your throat. And what brings it into balance is the music. So make sure you're listening to music. Hi, Kurt. How are you, sweetheart? Thank you, Kurt. Thank you so much. All right, tarantula. Tarantula. Kurt is such a sweetheart, and he purchased me something. Let me show you guys what he got me this week. He got me this beautiful pendulum watch with the dragonfly on it. Isn't that so beautiful? I love it. And a shirt that says I'm the queen. He's a sweetheart. He's a dear friend of mine. All right. The tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose or your dharma. A habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream. Yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention. In order to find true happiness, you must choose dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers, patient and calm like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. When in balance, follow intuition. And it is in balance. So it looks like you're going to finally follow your intuition. If it's out of balance, you hesitate and you over intellectualize. To bring it into balance, daily journaling. Journal in your journal daily. Write down what you're thinking about and over intellectualizing, okay? And then we have the shark. That's what's coming. There it is right there. Direction, exposure, revealing your true nature and desire. The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. Shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. When in balance, you're intriguing, captivating, and mysterious. When out of balance, you're sneaky and destructive. To bring it into balance, you need to be honest. And indeed, it looks like you are going to be. So, this is what's going on with you. And it looks like to me that you need to say something to somebody. You need to be honest with somebody. And you're not being honest right now. Maybe you need to say something so that you can receive this forgiveness. Maybe there is someone in your past that you still haven't communicated with about a situation that haunts you in your dreams. You know, or maybe it haunts you in what you wanted to achieve in life And you just need to say you're sorry to this person. You just need to say, you know, it's something that I never meant to happen, and I wish it hadn't have. It's that simple. I wish I hadn't done that, but I did, and I'm so, so sorry. And I think this person's already moved past it. I think you are the one who hasn't moved past it, okay? All right, Spirit. What else do we want to say here? Let's look at the rocks and see why these cards are here. This will give it a little bit more depth. This is my little mushroom lunchbox. All right, forgiveness, Spirit. Why is forgiveness here? Because of being honorable. Your honor. Remember, I said you seem like someone with a lot of honor. It also is about someone's health. Could be their mental or their physical health. And somehow laughter is a factor here. It feels like laughing doesn't even go here. But you know, you and this person, when you talk about this, you might get a good laugh out of it. It might be like, you know, we were just kids when that happened. And we didn't know. We were just being kids. We were goofing off. Okay, why is generosity here? Your honor and laughter. I'm not sure how to take that, but Spirit will show us. Generosity is here because someone is very inspiring and they bring you hope. So someone's generous with their inspiration and their hope. Awesome. All right, why is love here? Why is love here? Love is here because it brings you freedom, and yes, it certainly does. Love is also here because of love. Look at that. How amazing is our spirit? Oh, I dropped it too. Oh my gosh, this is a friend of yours. Okay. So now we know we're dealing with a friend that you love, and I think telling this person how you feel would bring you a lot of freedom. Or maybe you already have and it's brought you a lot. Where is peace at? Why is peace here? Why is peace here? Peace is here because of kindness, focus, courage, and that dream. You haunt me in my dream. So you need peace for that dream. You need to focus on courage and kindness. Okay? Alright. I want to figure out why laugh goes with your health and honor, because that makes no sense. People may have laughed at you because of something that happened to you when it comes to your health, and that caused you to really be hurt. I don't know. But generosity is about inspiring someone and bringing them hope. Love is about love and a friend and being free. And peace is about kindness, focus, courage, and dream. All right, let's find out. There goes my throat chakra again. How did this happen, Spirit? How did this happen with this friend? Because it's like you need to forgive yourself. I think this person's already forgiven you. How did this happen? May I see, please? Let's start out with this deck and see how this happened. We're going to also intuitively use the breakup deck because something happened between you and this friend. How did this happen? May I see, please? Keep shit clean came out in reverse. So things were not clean, okay? I don't know exactly what that might mean to you. It could mean that you weren't clean. You could have been using drugs or alcohol. All right, what's being hidden? That it's time for shit to get real. All right, and what's being shown? So secretly, it's time for shit to get real. Love the one you're with. This includes you. And you're not going to cook a meal, okay? Maybe you finished cooking a meal and you love who you're with. But it's time for stuff to get real because somebody's not keeping things clean. All right, and what's going to happen next? You're going to go all in or get out and just say those 5 little words. So we got to find out what you're wanting to talk to somebody about. Okay. It could be, for some of you, it could be that you love the one you're with, including yourself, and you don't feel like cooking a meal, so you're going to go all in and say, hey, where do you want to eat? But I don't think that's true for all of you. And then we have you fucked up, and you can't say thank you enough. So you made a mistake somehow, and now you feel like you can't. Yeah, you did something, and you need forgiveness. You need to forgive yourself for whatever you did. Okay, let's look a little deeper at what might be going on here. Okay, show me how this happens, Spirit. You wanted to reconcile, but you couldn't get your freedom. Remember your friend, loving your friend, and you need your freedom? You want an online date, but you don't have your freedom. Show me how this happened. You first, if you want your freedom. I'm not moving. You know where to find me. That's being stubborn. Alright, show me how this happened. You have regret because of something that wouldn't change, or there's something you can't change. So you did something that you can't do anything about, and you regret it. And this is the second time I've seen somebody having tattoos. I regret walking away. I wish I knew then what I know now. And I am who I am, not who you want me to be. I'm not going to change. I think you regret that you wouldn't change. That's what I think. I think you regret who you used to be. And now you can't do anything about what you did. And you're also worried about something. Alright, what's being hidden? Remember now, it's time for shit to get on. Timing came out. There's the timing again. And it has something to do with the grass being greener. This is being kept secret, okay? Alright, so why are you loving the one you're with? Because you have a secret love. Alright, and why didn't you cook a fucking meal? Because I choose you. You're choosing a secret love. Uh-oh. And what's going to happen next? You're living a double life. And see, that is why I think you're tired of pretending, though. You're tired of pretending like you don't have a secret love. What's going to be the outcome of living a double life? Your friend support is in reverse, and don't force it. So, living this double life is affecting your friend that you're in love with, and they're not going to force you to do anything. That's what it looks like to me. And look, this person is actually true love. Let that sink in for a minute. How would this person that you're loving, it looks like you might just have a secret love. There might not be anybody else. But for some of you, you're loving the one you're with, but you're secretly in love with someone else. How would the one that you're loving, the one you're with, how would they feel if you just left? How would they feel if you just left and went to be with your friend, the secret love? Oh, okay. They would feel like you had a new love and a commitment. So it doesn't look like they would freak out. Oh, yes, they would. You would have differences. Or somehow there's differences. There's differences between you and the one you're with. Or maybe you would fight about this new love that you want to have a commitment with. Alright, and what would be the outcome of the differences? You would stop pretending that you're not dating. Or that you're wanting to date. You would make that decision that we talked about in the beginning with the animal cards. And what would be the outcome of making that decision? Don't lose hope. Right now, for some reason, there's no escape. Why is there no escape? Because that person you're with wants one last chance, and you have to make a decision if you're going to give them one last chance. Outcome of giving them one last chance. Trust your intuition. No healing. Couldn't move on, and being on the verge of telling somebody something about a rebound. Let's find out what you're on the verge of saying. You're on the verge of telling somebody something. We'll use these. What are you on the verge, if you were to do this? You wouldn't get any healing, you wouldn't move on. Trust your intuition about being on the verge. What would you be on the verge of? What would you be on the verge of? What would you be on the verge of telling someone? I'm seeing another deck, but we're going to go ahead with what I just got first. It came out in reverse. No, one of them didn't. I really wish you would give me some space and fill in the blank. So you would tell this person, I need you to give me some space because of fill in the blank. And this is in reverse. I don't really see you in a romantic way. Dang. Dang. Dang it, baby. What's this? Make sure it's not Kailash. 1212 on the phone when I picked it up. Can't make it up. It's just changed to 1213. Nope, not Kailash. Alright. Somebody might text you though. Alright. So what you would be on the verge of telling this person that you're with is that you need them to give you some space because fill in the blank. And I think fill in the blank, you're not even seeing them in a romantic way. Let's get more specific. Let's get more specific. Okay, let me get these other cards out that I'm seeing in my mind's eye. Alright, what would this person that you're secretly in love with, what would you say to them? I don't want to be alone. So you would tell them, I don't want to be alone. I can't come to you now. So this person is telling you, I don't want to be alone and I can't come to you now. It sounds like to me they want to be with you. What would the person you're secretly in love with say to you? This love is crazy in reverse. They have hurt me and I'm scared of rejection in reverse. This person would say, this love was crazy. Maybe you had like something together in the past and it got a little out of hand. Our love was crazy. Somebody has hurt you. Now you're no longer scared of rejection. Will this ever change? I can't come to you now. So neither of you can get to each other. Oh, you want to be together. You're not afraid of rejection anymore, but someone hurt you over here. And you were in a crazy love in the past. Maybe that's who hurt you. What else would you say to them? It's all too much. So you feel like this is just all too much and you can't make a decision. What else would you say besides you don't want to be alone? How could you ever forgive the mess I've made? Well, and it's dark without you. They are saying that it's all too much, and in the past you've rejected them and hurt them, or someone has, and the love is just too crazy. It's like, this love is crazy. Please do what's best for your heart, and I wish I could be a different person. This person regrets being who they were, I think, when the two of you were together, but you're secretly still in love with each other. That is so sad. All right, what's keeping the two of you from being together? It looks like distance could be a factor. It's too much. Remember I said it's all too much. Don't criticize. What's keeping the two of you from being together? Body shame came out in reverse. There's no body shame. All right, what else? There used to be, maybe. You're not talking to each other. Why aren't you talking to each other? Because you feel like you're too attached. And you're being guarded. Everything's coming out in reverse. So I think I can turn this around. You're too attached, you're not talking, and you feel ashamed of your body. And you're guarding yourself. You're lonely because you're so aloof. Trust others and let them into your heart. Anything else you need to work on here? Anxiety. One of you has anxiety. That might be why you're not talking. And you feel like there's no good ones. Alright, this is sad. Like, the two of you really want to be together. And you have to let go of these things. Let go. It looks like you maybe have. So I'm still not really sure I'm getting why you're not together. Let me pull one more card from here. Why are they not together, Spirit? Oh. You're just waiting to be together. It has something to do with someone not working or something not working and someone overthinking. So you're waiting to be together and it's because of work. Someone not working. What's going to be the outcome? A rebound? Why? Why are you having a rebound? Because of those differences. So you're going to give this person you're with one last chance because of differences. That's what's haunting you, is that you keep giving this person chance after chance after chance, and they keep letting you down. Outcome of the rebound and the differences. Somebody's going to have a desire to win and have a fling. So how is the other person, the one that's waiting, going to feel about this? They're not going to know. They're going to be clueless, feel desperate, and like you're not sorry for shutting this down. They don't know. They're like, I don't understand why you feel so desperate and why you're shutting this down and you don't even feel sorry for it. You're not even fighting for this. So the person that you're secretly in love with, they know what's going on with you and this other person, and they feel like you just don't care. And that's why they're not going to force you to support them. They're a friend of yours that you're secretly in love with, and they're not going to force you to be supportive. They're just not going to do it. So, and the person you're loving, that you're with, they know that you want to have a new love and a commitment with a secret love, but they keep asking you for chance after chance. What's going on here astrologically? And I do want to mention that Wednesday we're going to have a full moon in Sagittarius, and I think we just had a new moon in Gemini, if I'm not mistaken. I'll probably do that reading on Wednesday, because I try to come midweek every week. The only thing is, Kailash, you guys in India typically miss that. So make sure you catch it on the replay, okay? Alright, show me how you're working in this situation, Spirit, with whoever this is. There's a Tower and the Lovers. So we have Fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, and Gemini, just like I just said. Alright, what's the energy to overcome? The Devil in reverse. So there's a toxicity involved here. There's some negativity. There's a little maybe too much indulging. Somebody could have just gotten their nails done. You have a dog. You may have a goat. You might like, your dog might like to chew on your fingers. Don't forget to put your crystals out and let them recharge this Wednesday in the full moon. All right, and let's go pull it together. Strength in reverse. This peace, this courage, you focusing on your courage in the dream. And there's the Emperor standing in his power. And there's a solar plexus blockage that needs to be addressed. There's also a throat chakra that's blocked that needs to be addressed. Alright, Spirit. So we kind of know how you guys feel about each other. Let's look at that a little closer. Show me how the masculine here is the secret love. How do they feel about that person? How does this masculine, who's so hard on himself, or it could be the feminine, reverse any roles you need to, but in the song it was a masculine. How does he feel about the feminine here? How does he feel about this feminine? How does he feel about her? Tell me how he feels about the secret love. This masculine, how does he feel? I had to reach for it. He feels like he only wants you. Only you. Attached, and he craves you. But he, other person, all these chances. How does he feel about him? How do you feel about him, I mean? Why did I say how does he feel about himself? How do you feel about him, the secret love? How does the secret love? Uh-oh. Like they're not chasing you. They're not going to pursue you. They feel like this would be toxic. So they're going to be resilient. They're going to bounce back from this. Wow. They're not going to chase you because you have somebody else, I think. How does whoever's with the third party, how do they feel about that third party? Distracted. This person they have you sidetracked, delay, and change. Okay? All right. And how do they feel about whoever they're with? Like this is karma. This is a karmic situation. Remember the card said it's time to get in your dharma. And until you get into your dharma, which is your life purpose, you're going to continue to have these struggles. And look, Spirit's saying no more second chances. Remember, you kept giving that person another chance. It's like you want out of this. You know you're sidetracked. You know you're with someone who's bringing consequences, debt, and cause and effect. But you continue to stay there. And that's what the energy to overcome is with this devil. Okay? The energy to overcome is that you're staying with someone for convenience or for whatever. Why are they staying, Spirit? What's the tea for why they're staying? They're keeping a promise. The police are involved. And they don't want to be under spiritual attack. So somebody here has been in trouble with the law. What the heck? Alright. And somehow there was a pregnancy test involved also. What's going to be the outcome of keeping your promise to the police or having the police involved and not being under spiritual attack? What's going to be the outcome? You're going to have a fake apology and work out. Something about the gym and a fake apology. Because of a pregnancy test. Why are you having a fake apology? Because of being in your feelings about how you shattered and destroyed somebody. Remember, you fucked up. And now you feel insecure. What should they do about this? You need to realize that the sugar and salt both look the same. Somebody doesn't want to hear it. So somebody is salty and they pretend to be sweet. And they don't want to hear it. Okay, why is it important to know that? It's like this person does, because this person that's doing that needs to chill out. They're doing drugs. Oh my God. And this is causing a nightmare. That's why the police are involved. This person is salty and they need to chill out because they've been doing drugs. Causing a nightmare. Anything else you can tell us about this? Somebody's investigating. What's going to be the outcome of that? So somebody's looking into this. You're a player into sports. Alright? Why are you telling us that? Because somebody's going to be running away. Why are they running away? Because of falling apart, because of that pregnancy test, and not fulfilling a fantasy. And this was a love story once upon a time. Alright, so somebody is looking into you being a player and running away because they were falling apart while they found out they were pregnant. And this was not a fantasy. This was not something that would have been their fantasy. And somebody had a love story once upon a time. Now you know who you are, because Spirit has very specifically shown you who you are. Drugs and alcohol are involved here. I'm going to pull tarot on it, and then we're going to get some guidance, and we're going to do the Q&A. All right. All right, why is the Tower here for the collective? Because of the Seven of Swords and the Four of Wands in reverse. So somebody was doing, this could be the secret, this could be that secret love. Why is the Tower here? Oh, a card came out. The Knight of Cups came out. So somebody has a very strong attraction. Okay. Why is the Tower here? Seriously, put him back in. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Why is the Tower here? There he is. There he is. There he is. Okay. Because the Sun is here, the King of Wands is here, the Four of Swords is here, and the Knight of Cups is here. Because this could be a man or a woman. The Knights don't have gender in the Tarot. They leave it open to be either or. In this case, it looks like a guy, though. Somebody is going to realize how happy, how much joy they have, and how dependable they are. But they haven't healed from somebody that it's like, I just can't get over this person. This could be two men. There's a Leo here twice. Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Libra. Let's see if that's no. Why is the Lovers here? Because you're holding back. Remember, you're holding back. You have no choice but hold back. Why? Because you're not able to get that job, that work. Remember, work was the problem? Work is holding you back from being with someone you have so much happiness and so much joy. Alright, why is the Devil in reverse? because you're not using your intuition about the Tower, Spirit says. You're not using your intuition about how happy this man. What are we missing? That they've lost motivation. What do you mean they've lost motivation? Oh, they want to be by themselves now. Okay, so what is the Tower? They're going to come out of the moon energy. Cancer's here. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There's a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio vibe to this. Very strong Cancer vibe to this. Okay. So, I think, why am I so confused? You're confused. You're confused also. You're confused also. You're going to finally, you've been in a place of shadows and illusions. And you're going to see through the illusions where you haven't been able to get a message from Spirit. I'm feeling your blockage. You have a blockage in your crown chakra. You might be having a lot of headaches. This friend is going to be independent. This person that brings you so much happiness that you haven't gotten over, what you don't realize is they have, like, let go of this. They're not going to continue to wait for you to figure out how to work this out. Okay? And why is Strength in reverse? Because they're letting go. They're letting go. The Queen of Wands is here. Letting go. She is recognizing an opportunity with the Queen of Cups. And this is causing her to be angry. There's the woman you're with or the woman you want to be with, one or the other, they're both showing up here. One of them, it looks like, is a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. The other one is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It could definitely be a Leo. It could definitely be a Cancer. It could definitely be a Pisces. But I haven't finished pulling cards yet. Yeah, you're going to end one of these relationships. Outcome of letting go. The Empress came out with the King of Cups. So, this Empress, it looks like, is giving up on you. She's dipping out. You're in love with her too. One of these people is a divine feminine, or they're pregnant. And she is alone with this baby. And you're in love with her. Why are you leaving her alone when she's pregnant? You're a real special kind of asshole. Why is the Emperor on the bottom of the deck? Because he's not her match. Because this person is going to make fearless action. And what will that look like? Outcome of that fearless Sagittarius is here. They're going to be determined to do something. What are they saying? This is a lot of Sagittarius energy. When it comes to the empty promises, they're determined, it looks like, to make that right. Yeah, Sagittarius is here strong. Whoever did this is making it right. They're determined that they're going to somehow make it right. They're letting go of a Queen of Wands because they see an opportunity with, it looks like a Cancer, but it could be Pisces or Scorpio. And this person, one of them, and I think it's this Cancer, is a divine feminine who you left them when they were pregnant, or they might be pregnant now, And this is what's going to happen. There's an emperor that's bringing hope to end something. And there's Scorpio. Yeah, it could be a Scorpio. This emperor wants to make it right with this woman, but he's not her identical match. Where is the emperor? That he's the one that's determined, so it is her match. He's got to heal from a loss. What do you mean he's healing from a loss? He doubted himself. He didn't think he could be a good father to this baby. So he doubted himself. But it looks like he's going to start over and be determined. Outcome of this determination. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's going to be a father. And he's going to use good judgment and work. He's going to figure out how to make this work. And stop carrying this burden around and feeling guilty. I bet you do feel guilty, buddy. That's a lot to carry around. And I hope you're not carrying this around. Like, I hope you can still recapture this. But some of you, this was done a long time ago. And you've been carrying this guilt around for a very long time. And you need to stop. You do. You need to stop. Okay, where's this Empress at? She has a commitment but no union. How in the hell? This is your secret love. You're not with this person, but you love them. And you're committed to them. Alright. Where's the Emperor? The inner child in reverse. Clarify inner child in reverse. Divine feminine. This is who was pregnant or is pregnant. That's an inner child as in pregnancy. Alright, what's connecting you to? A barrier. Okay, what's the barrier? Oh my God. Look. Your barrier is the timing and your free will. That's the barrier. You both have to just decide that you want this. What might be the outcome based on what's in play right now as far as both of these people and what they're doing in life? Y'all have big dreams, but you're not living them. But you are devoted to one another. Anything else is the outcome. You're going to surrender and separation. You're being patient right now. Outcome of separation. Devotion. No more pride and ego. You're understanding that in order to be devoted, you have to stop having so much ego and have self-worth. That's what's happening with the two of you right now. So there's a little bit of healing that needs to be gone through here because of this inner child situation. Somebody had a pregnancy. Because it came out like 2 or 3 times about that pregnancy test. Alright, so what else do we need to know? Why is the Tower and the Lovers here? Because of that apology. Remember it was an apology? Alright. Why is the Devil in reverse? Because of taking a leap of faith and trusting. Alright, and why is Strength in reverse? Because you're longing for a past life love. Alright. And why is the Emperor on the bottom of the deck? That's a lot of cards. Because of a soulmate in reverse, boundaries in reverse, release in reverse, patience in reverse, and playing hard. I think that might be where the drug use comes in. And regret. Everything. Strictly sexual. We can turn this all around. You're playing hard and you're being patient so you can be released because of boundaries with a soulmate. And you regret that this was strictly sexual. Outcome here, Spirit. What might be the outcome here? You're not using your intuition and putting away the computer about strictly sexual. Clarify the intuition for us, since somebody's not using theirs. The new love came out. You're not using your intuition about the new love, and Spirit says warning when it comes to time apart. I think it's time for you to take this leap of faith, and you just have to trust. You have to trust Spirit and trust the person. But they're not going to force you to do it, even though they do love you, because that's something that you have to decide. And who wants to be with somebody that's forced to be? That's bullshit. No, thank you. I will pass. And most women would. Even most men would. Like, if I have to force you to apologize and be with me, then I don't need that. That's just too much. That's extra. Alright, Spirit. Why is forgiveness here? Because of a baby, can't make it freaking up, and travel. Alright, why is generosity here? Because of a house, a doorway, and feeling like you've lost your mind. And why is love here? Because this is seeing things from Spirit's perspective. And why is peace here? Because this is your family tree. And you've gained wisdom. See, hear, and speak no evil. You've gotten wisdom from, you learned a lot of lessons from this. Okay? Okay, let's get a little guidance real quick. And then I might take a small break, and then we'll get to the readings for you all. I'm sure Kailash is making me a nice little list. Alright, may I have guidance, please? One card, if I may, Spirit. What guidance would you give here? I got a bud. I'm going to take one, please. Oh, that flew out with force. That's the one. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Dang, that came out so forceful. Alright, number 11. Finch Spirit Guide. I love these cards. It's a good time to experiment with how to best care for your mind, body, and soul. It's not about being perfect. It's about finding what works best for you. You are in a phase of your life where giving back to yourself is important. Perhaps you have been sharing a lot of yourself with others, have come through a challenging time, or in the near future will be stepping up in a new way to share more creative energy and soul fire than ever before. All that you need to know now is that it's the right time to take extra special care of you. Finch Spirit Guide comes to you with guidance to care for yourself in a particular way. Finches can become, we just read about birds, didn't we? Finches can become beautifully colored, but only when they eat foods that nourish them. They have the power of beauty within, but they need the correct nourishment to be able to transform that potential into expression. You also have beautiful divine potential to shine your light and beauty in the world, but you must feed your soul what it needs to do this. Be respectful and loving to yourself as you choose what to take in to your being, be it physical nourishment or emotional energy or even the kind of books you read and entertainment to watch, for all has an impact on you. Do you feel better for the experience? Does it nourish your soul? The best growth-enhancing food for your soul is that which increases love. Finch Spirit Guide also brings a prediction of a celebration of happiness ahead of you. and wants you to know that your connection to the spirit world is real, to trust in the messages you feel from the universe as they make themselves known to your heart. Sacred ritual. Here is an opportunity to express the truth of your heart. Write a love letter to yourself or to another or to the universe. You can express your gratitude as you acknowledge your innermost feelings. Let your love letter be truly loving, for this is a creative expression to attract even more love and beauty into your world. Oh, that's so sweet. And then number 23 is white sage. It's safe to let things unfold as they will. You don't need to fix things nor try to force things to happen. The universe is already working things out for you. There's no need to question your vision or your intuition just because situations are working out differently to how you thought that they would. The universe is a little bent and certainly has a sense of humor, but ultimately it is kind and knows the best way to accomplish all that needs to happen. You are very much part of this. All things come together in the correct way at the best time. The universe has your back. Trust that you are being helped. You have insight. You see things that others can miss. You understand that to see what is true, you have to look beneath the surface. Your soul is a sage, a wise one. You know the value of patience, even if it isn't always easy for you to be patient. You know that sometimes you must wait, but that the truth will always emerge eventually. So you don't need to rush in and try to figure something out. White sage comes to you when you need to know that the truth will become clear at the right time and in a way that you will recognize. Trust your intuition and value your insight. Don't torment yourself with doubt because you think you've made mistakes in the past. Sometimes we need to have certain experiences and challenges in order to grow. We are temporarily blocked by a higher power from seeing the truth until we're ready for it. For now, all you need is patience. Just a little patience. Yeah. Honoring and trust. And at the right time, you and this friend, when you get to this place of forgiveness, you're going to laugh about this. When you realize what happened here, you're going to laugh because I don't think you really know all the truth, okay? Don't torment yourself with doubt because you think you've made mistakes in the past. Sometimes we need to have certain experiences and challenges in order to grow, and we are temporarily blocked by a higher power from seeing the truth. And that's what was happening down here, okay? You were being blocked from seeing the truth until you were ready. For now, all you need is patience, honoring, and trust. At the right time, you will see and understand, and so in time will others. Your power to worries about anyone or anything. Be at peace with yourself and life. When the time is right, you will know what is true and what to do. The highest truth will shine through. Sacred ritual. Place your hands lightly over your forehead and imagine, visualize, feel, or pretend that you have a beautiful eye in your forehead. You may imagine it blinking back at you, open, clear, and all-seeing. Then place your hands over your heart and imagine, visualize, feel, or pretend that you have a beautiful eye in your heart. You can imagine that eye open in your heart, seeing deep into truth of all things with compassion and great clarity. All right, Spirit, can we have some trinkets to show you and speaking to you? Something fell on the floor. Oh, okay, it was a marble. It's a marble. It could represent a planet. It could be the moon. Oh, we have a wave. This one's always funny to me. Person, whoever they are, they have one of those curly mustaches. They could be crossover also. I have a horse. Somebody here could be into horses or be from Kentucky. I have that flamingo again. I have live in the moment. I have that chopper riding skeleton. Somebody maybe had a whatever. Yeah. Two hearts connected. Archangel Michael is here. I have a tramp stamp. I have a crystal made out of quartz, and it's the shape of a heart. Beautiful little crystal. I love that. I have a heart that says love. I have a broken ring that's turquoise. This could be like a broken promise. I have the fanciest freaking cat you've ever seen in your life. This cat is so fancy. I have a cash sign. Oh, look, now I have a fish. Somebody could have a fish, or there could be a symbolism to that. Then I have a turtle. You could be into turtles. Somehow this person might be slow. And I have an infinity sign, meaning like moving slowly towards you. It's taking them forever. And it does seem like it feels like it's taking a long time for this relationship to come together. And it feels like it's work related. Sea glass, the I Ching, a gear, somehow gears, metalhead. I have a cross that has like wings. I have another infinity sign, a maple leaf, welcome from Canada, all my Canadian friends, or it could be a marijuana leaf. I have a Star of David, welcome to all my friends from Israel. I love you all. May there be peace on earth and in Israel. And I also have a feather. A feather. Okay, what's going on with the money here? Why does work keep showing up as a factor? Because of somebody taking a risk on having social media. So you're supposed to be doing something on social media and taking a risk. And what would be the outcome of doing that? Look, you even have a strategy for it. What would be your outcome? You need to be persistent in how you design this, but somehow you're very good at designing this. Be persistent at how you design it, and this will put you on the right path. Anything else you can tell us about this at this point? Oh, look, you're fighting using your voice. Remember at the beginning you need to sing and listen to music, and you need to speak up. There's something you need to speak up about. Somebody might be telling you you can't do this, or you might be telling yourself you can't do this. Look, you might think you have to be perfect to be in the spotlight, but there's a higher purpose to being in the spotlight. Okay? Alright, for now, that's going to be it for that. I will pull a few dice just because some of you are into numerology. I have a Gemini, I have Mercury, I have 1 VMEALMN. So I have 2 M's. I have Neil, I have meal. You cook a meal. Remember we weren't going to cook a meal. And, oh, it switched over to a Y on its own. Okay. One more time. This is it. I have Venus. That's not Venus. That's Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Libra. 7FGLFRBN. This is actually Jupiter. Alright, that's going to be a wrap. Somehow, Gemini and Sagittarius played a factor in this video. And I think it's because we're going to have the moon in, we just had one in Gemini, now we're having one in Sagittarius. And the next sun sign is Gemini. And we should have another full moon in Sagittarius then. But for some reason, the timing has been off on those moon in those two signs. I've noticed over the last couple of years. Somebody needs to open their throat chakra for real, for real. All right, Kailash, are you with me, baby? Is the comments working? Well, hello to you, cutie. You talking to Kailash, aren't you? Kailash, we got comments, baby. I know you're probably enjoying that dinner you cooked. I'm going to just step away for a moment and take a little short break. And then when I come back, if you have any way of commenting, I'm going to complain to YouTube if they don't fix this and quick, because I'm getting real sick of it. If you can't do a live video and have the comments keep working throughout the whole video, YouTube needs to make some changes, because that is bull crap. Bull crap. All right, I'll be right back. Hey, Lash, if you're able, get me a name if we have one. If not, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm coming right back, though. always take you with me unless I'm at work. Y'all just being silly. Silly, silly boys. Okay, I'm back. Let me see. It sounded like I got a notification a while ago from Kailash. Yep. No participants for Q&A. All right. Well, then you guys have a great weekend. Anybody? Last call. I love you. It's all right. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm sure you guys are having a great night where you are. Probably getting ready to party and have a good time with your friends. Be safe out there. No drinking and driving. And I will see you all tomorrow. If you watch this on the replay, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. It's okay. I'm fine with not having any questions. Okay? All right. You too. You take care also, Kailash. I love you, sweetheart. Thank you so much for your help and being so faithful to the work that I'm doing here. You too, sweetie. You too. All right. Bye-bye now.